Alright everybody, this is Morocco or Twisted Fate on X-Mage. I'm testing out a new deck. I've never played this before. So this should be interesting. It is called Eldrazi and Taxus, and I'm guessing that this is an okay hand. Let's just see what my opponent is playing, and we'll go from there. Okay. Ooh, an Aether Vial. I was kind of needing one. So let's go with Caves. And from there, we're off. Windswept, that could be really anything. But a breeding pool does narrow it down to where it is Scape Shift or blue-green Infect. Okay, another wooded. Let's see exactly what my opponent plays. And it is indeed Infect. That is Blighted Agent, and I can't block it, so I will definitely be pathing it. Put a count on the Aether Vial. Alright, I'm actually not going to path the Blighted Agent just yet. This is very dangerous for the fact of Apostle's Blessing completely blows this out of the water, as well as a Vines of Vastwood. However, I'm taking the risk simply because if I can get my opponent to waste enough spells on his Blighted Agent, I could very well cripple him for the rest of the game. Okay. So I'll let that go through. Now the damage step is where my opponent will begin adding. Okay. So my opponent didn't pump his creatures, nor did he play a Noble Hierarch that would have helped. I'm just going to assume okay. Let's go ahead and look at his hand, see if there's anything worth taking from it. If there is, you know, okay. I still get to see his hand. Yeah, those seem pretty good. Though I think because of how my opponent stacked those, he has accidentally permanently exiled his becoming mints. So that's kind of amusing. Um, let's go ahead and add Thought Knot Seer to the field. And we'll go ahead and take the Might. Making this game a little bit close to being out of reach. He does still have a Become Immense, and he does have the ability to play it next turn. So unfortunately, until I can absolutely kill my opponent, he's going to have the ability to kill my Thought Knot Seer. Alright. My opponent isn't taking the chance to attack, so I'm actually going to leave that on 2. And another Path to Exile. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and make it to where my opponent either has the choice of dying, well, his Noble Heart dying, or alright, so my opponent has let his creature die. And we'll just swing in for 4. And I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have many answers after that. Alright, my opponent conceded, so we will be going to game 2. Do, do, do. Spell Scout is always a great sideboard card against Infect. I'll try Sunlance. That's a card I've never actually played with. And we'll see how my opponent sides. Alright. Alright, well this is a risky hand, but I'm actually going to keep it with Aether Vial. I shouldn't have too much of an issue, provided I actually draw what I'm needing. But I am on the draw. And this hand actually looks pretty devastating. Gitaxian Pro, well. Guess I can't surprise him with a Leon and Arbiter. Alright, so he does not have a turn 1 creature. Oh. Well. That is unfortunate. I will go ahead and open up with a Ghost Quarter with an Aether Vial. And pass the turn. I hope my opponent doesn't kill me within the next 2 turns. Another Gitaxian Probe. I'm wondering if my opponent is actually digging for a creature or another land. Alright, it is either one or the other. My opponent is stuck on 1 land and does not have a 1-drop creature in hand. And that has put him in a dangerous spot to be against someone playing Death of Taxes with Eldrazi thrown in. Alright, so, and there's the second land. So this next turn, I'm probably going to end up putting in my Leonin Arbiter and pretty much ghost quartering his lands. As well as leaving open a land to my white land to Path to Exile, so that it sets him back a few turns. Alright, Leonin Arbiter is on the field. Just in case he has Dismember in hand, I'm going to go ahead and play my second Leonin Arbiter to guarantee he won't be able to kill both of them. And let's go ahead and destroy that. I don't get to leave the land open for Path to Exile, but I think this is a fair trade-off. Looks like my opponent is conceding to that for the fact he only has one land. And that, my friends, is Eldrazi and Taxes. Very interesting game. Apparently it is a bane to Infect. I hope you enjoy.